My lord, I have given the copy.
क्या लिखा है भाई? हाँ. RPs have also been produced in order to show that how the matters are being adjourned repeatedly, how the bail matters are being adjourned repeatedly. Next paragraph. All that we wish to observe at this stage is that we are extremely disappointed to see as how the prayers pertaining to the liberty of individuals are being dealt with. It may be true that the dockets are very heavy and there are other matters which do require prioritization. But amongst the miscellaneous matters, nothing can be more important than the decision of the fate of nothing can be more important than deciding the fate of the prayer to grant or refuse bail. Next paragraph. We expect Honorable Chief Justice of the High Courts to take some remedial measures. इससे पहले एक पैरा डारू कर दो. Almost shocking. Don't say shocking. It is equally disturbing to know that in the Patna High Court, bail applications are not listed even for preliminary hearing for months.
And more than 14,000-15,000 matches are pending.
One of us, मेरा लिख दो, vividly recollect various matters coming to this court only for seeking direction only for listing of their bail applications before Patna High Court. We have no reason, next paragraph, we have no reason to doubt that Honorable the Chief Justice of the High Courts are cognizant of such prevailing conditions where the High Courts unfortunately are not even able to decide bail applications on time, within a reasonable time. This is happening despite the fact that on occasions, this court has indicated timeline for adjudication of such type of matters where there is an inbuilt urgency, keeping in view the very nature of a relief sought. It seems that those orders passed by this court have not been able to bring the desired sensitivity as a result of which, due to which the High Courts have apparently not evolved any robust mechanism for time-bound adjudication of the bail matters. Next paragraph. we are conscious of the fact that listing and prioritization of the matters for the purpose of listing is the exclusive prerogative of the Chief Justice of the High Courts, they being master of their respective rosters. So, however, if the people are languishing in jail, semicolon, their bail applications are not being even heard, and they are completely in and there is an there is a complete uncertainty as to when will they be able to know the fate of their applications, comma, it seems that this court is under a bounden duty to lay down certain mandatory guidelines. However, before we do so, we direct the Registrar Generals of all the High Courts to send complete details of the anticipatory and regular bail applications pending in the respective High Courts, along with the date of filing, date of decision, or the next date of hearing. All the bail applications, such details shall be furnished, for the time being, in the respect of all the bail applications which came to be filed on or after 1st January 25, filed on or after 1st January 2025. So, bail applications filed prior to
आंधी आए तो पर्वत बन जाऊंगा,
आग लगे तो दरिया बन जाऊंगा,
भूख लगे तो रोटी बन जाऊंगी।
ये कर पाएंगे क्या? इनका तो पता नहीं, पर उसने तो कर दिखाया। कोटक फ्लेक्सी कैप फंड 15 सालों से मार्केट के अप्स एंड डाउन्स में फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी के साथ लार्ज, मिड और स्मॉल कैप में इन्वेस्ट कर रहा है, जिससे इन्वेस्टर्स को लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टेड रहने का हौसला भी मिलता है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार के जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
the case in hand, we find that the bail application filed by the petitioner is coming for hearing on 20th February 2026. We request the Honorable Judge to decide the same on merits, either on the date fixed or prior thereto, if an application or prior thereto, provided that the petitioner seeks preponement of date. Next paragraph. within 4 weeks. Post the matter for further consideration on so and so day. उसमें लिखना, all the state governments are directed to fully cooperate with the high courts for early and time-bound adjudication of the bail applications, stroke prayer for suspension of sentence. The High Court shall sentence of the states should be ready with the relevant information as and when the bail application is listed for hearing, provided that a copy thereof has been handed over to, has been submitted in the Office of Advocate General and or the public prosecutor at least 3 days in advance. At least 3 days in advance. In such like matters, the investigating officers or the authorized officer can be permitted to appear online also. Next paragraph. The Registrar Generals of the High Courts are further directed to circulate this order amongst the honorable judges of their High Courts who our fervent appeal to them for expeditious disposal of the pending bail applications. Next paragraph. The Honorable Chief Justices are also requested to revisit their roster stroke listing arrangements, and wherever they find that there is a mismatch between the total pendency and the bench allocated for deciding such matters, comma, they may consider the desirability of listing the bail matters before. They may expand the roster for listing of the bail matters. Post the matter on so and so date.
May I make one more submission, my lord? My lord, in cases of suspension of sentence, sometime what is happening that custody is more than 7, 8 or 10 years. Suspension of sentence bail application either pending or disposed of by listing the appeal. But appeals are also not being heard. And 7 years custody, 10 years custody after conviction of total, my lord may also call the record. The appeals in which custody is almost.
Say, Dr. Pankaj, that there are the system that has its own difficulty. If you start taking your only criminal appeal, the matrimonial appeal, the matrimonial cases, the other admission matters, academic matters, those get delayed. So some balancing has to be done.
There is no doubt that that is heavy roster, but 10 years custody is something.
No, undoubtedly we don't, we strongly disapprove rather if there is custody of more than 10 years, even normally in a case of life sentence,
Please.
barring a few cases where death sentence is there or the crime is so heinous that life imprisonment means that he has to spend 40 years or so. In such cases, there is no question of granting bail. But then you pass an order, dismiss it, matter ends.
Please, ma'am. That-
Somebody would have, they have a right to go in appeal, let them come. But keeping pending is what is bothering us. You pass an order, that is prerogative of the judge.
Please.
Whatever order they want, they let them pass. Right, let us see what.
Items 36, 37 are those Bengal SRs. In the sequence, it was supposed to come after 16. So is that being taken up?
We'll take up to them.
Because sequence was issued this morning. It said it's after item 16. Items 36 and 37.
After this.
Fresh matters.
One or two fresh matters are left.
Yes.
After that,
These are fresh. 36, 37 are fresh matters. Bengal SIR.
those are will take with us.
I'm grateful.
Just a minute, only two matters are left.
Very well.
I'm
That's-
grateful.
Yes, item 40,
Yes, my lords, I appear for the petition. One.
you can argue from there now.
Only difficulty is, my lords, the elections are slated to, my lords, on Friday. My lords, my objection was dismissed only on 22nd. Also on 23rd, immediately I have moved the High Court.
Pending.
Also immediately before the High Court, I have moved, my lords, the very next day.
They want to oust your opponent at the stage of nomination itself.
No,
You don't want to face in the election.
no, my lords, the only difficulty is that, my lords, I have moved the High Court immediately on the next day. My lords, no hearing has been given.
If you win the election, then he is out by itself.
That is it. my lords.
Then-
But may I only make one request, my lords?
23rd January.
Options open.
Yeah,
Hard-
Lord,
hard
I'll
legal
withdraw,
option.
also I'll withdraw this petition. Lord's only request is that, Lord's, this objection I may be allowed to raise at an appropriate stage.
You are entitled to.
Because, Lord, the difficulty I'll face otherwise is that the order of the returning officer which is against me.
Counsel for the petitioner seeks and permit to withdraw this petition with the liberty to raise all the, to take or to raise all the contention at an appropriate stage. Order to court.
Very well. I'm highly grateful.
Item 41,
Lordship, almost more than 90% encroachment has been removed from the government and forest land, Lordship. This fact is already acknowledged by the respondent number 2 to 5, Lordship. May I read, Lordship, lecture P5, Lordship? Page number 36,
but
Lordship.
why not remaining 10%?
Actually, Lordship, but there is a one BAME, Lordship.
My lords, I am appearing for R1, my lords, for Miss Chandel, my lords. My lords, my only two submissions, my lords. The first is, my lords, in the month of May,
If that pillar of the house,
my lords,
beam,
my lords,
normally they don't construct pillar in Himachal,
my lords,
but that beam or whatever support to the roof,
my lords,
that is coming in the government land.
my lords.
And if that is removed, the entire house will fall down.
My lords, they were new while they were constructing, my lords.
Like they knew.
Who is he, Lordship?
They were new
That
the
is-
consequences of my lords. Still they constructed, my lords.
Who is he, Lordship?
right.
In which capacity is he appearing?
My lords, again, in the month of January, my lords, the petitioner again encroached the government land, my lords.
That we will.
They are using
$40,000 crores. And the investigation is ongoing. This is, of course, my lord, bank's public money.
40,000 crore. But
40,
the point is, there are two, three disturbing things. One is that, are you presenting CBI also?
Yes, yes, my lord, CBI, ED both.
Now, CBI says that on the basis of the complaint received from one bank, FIR is registered, matter is being investigated. Meanwhile, from other financial institutions also, complaints have been received. Now they say we want to register separate FIR.
We do. No, my lord, what we have done is, I have taken specific instructions on that. The first FIR came from the State Bank of India. Thereafter, my lord, other banks also intimated us about their, my lord, alleged siphoning, etc. That is also now included, and it's a part of, my lord, the investigation. because we cannot have separate FIR.
These complaints, are these not, these not amount to constituting a separate independent offence? Nature of the offence may be same.
Yes, Manoj.
Nature of the offence may be same, but in terms
The
of
transaction as Manoj used
the
in the judgment.
complainant is different, the time of transaction might be different, the manner of transaction also might be different. Ultimately, so therefore that will constitute an independent offence. Why are they not registering those?
No, that can be done. We will examine. Possibly, my lord, there was a consortium lending. If that is so, then perhaps, my lord,
If in the case of consortium and the lead bank has made a complaint, understandable. That will, provided that the lead bank says it is for and on behalf of all the banks.
No, my lord, the lead bank says only for it. That's correct. No, we will examine that, and we are not averse to registering separate offences if these are separate severable transactions. There is no difficulty.
Actually, my lord, in this case, this FIR has been registered in 2025. The Bank of Baroda's audit report came in 2020, in which they had detailed the manner in which the funds have been siphoned out, etc. So the bank unfortunately did not, for 5 years, did not lodge this complaint with the CBI. Only in 2025, they seem to have lodged that complaint. And till today, my lord, only after your lordship issued notice, they have effected the first arrest in the matter day before yesterday. Till today, my lord, in a bank fraud of this kind, this is the largest corporate fraud in this country.
Now that it has been brought to our notice, and we will continue to monitor it.
Yes.
And we will ask them to file status report.
That's what we want.
That's what has to be done.
That's what we want.
Lord, they make a submission. Lord, I appear for R5. There are, Lord, 5 FIRs by CBI representing, Lord, a large number of banks. There are 3 ED, Lord, ECIRs based on that. There is 12,000 crores worth of attachments, Lord. There are, Lord, more than 100 summons.
The first arrest in the matter day before yesterday.
It's not nobody's
Till today, my lord, in a bank fraud of this kind, this is the largest corporate fraud in this country.
Filed by ED,
Now that it has
set
been
out,
brought
Lord,
to
all
our
this what I'm
notice,
saying.
and
What
we
they are
will
doing,
continue to
and
monitor
they
it.
say that, Lord,
I
they
will
are
ask them
ready
to
to
file
take
status report.
That's what we
Lord,
want.
etc.,
That's
etc.
what has to be done.
That's what we want.
As far as Lord, I am concerned, I had a proposal. I appear for R5. I am not, Lord, there are, Lord, 5 whatever, Lord, FIRs by CBI. I have a representing, Lord, a large number of banks. There are 3 ED, Lord, ECIRs based on that. They say it is siphoning. There is 12,000 crores worth of attachments. There could be business losses. There are, Lord, more than 100 summons.
The first arrest in the matter day before yesterday.
It's not nobody's
Till today, my lord, in a bank fraud of this kind, this is the largest corporate fraud in this country.
Filed by
Now
ED.
that it has
Set
been
out,
brought to
Lord,
our
what I'm
notice,
saying.
and we will continue to monitor it.
Say that, Lord,
I will ask them to file status report.
That's what we want.
etc., etc.
That's what we want. That's what we want.
As far as Lord, they make a submission. I had a proposal. I appear for R5. I am not, Lord, there are, Lord, 5.
Lord, I have something to say.
Whatever, Lord, FIRs by
Only
CBI.
a minute.
Check to my Lord, the Chief Justice, my Lord, taking a call on the government.
Lord, only a minute, my lord. We, the banks, my lord, conducted a forensic audit by an outside forensic auditor, my lord. And the forensic auditor has said that there is siphoning and other things, my lord. My lord, we may perhaps not be able to, my lord, compound these offences, my lord, even if there is a readiness to pay.
Mr. Solicitor, in spite of what you are submitting, see paragraph 27 of the CBI report. You are dwelling on 17 capital A again. If the forensic auditor says that there was a breach not of loan terms but of collusion, then what is the question of stopping the registration of RCs in view of taking sanction? These are clear declarations. Please examine.
I will answer my lord's question. I have put it to the government, my lord, to the CBI.
23 minutes.
In fact, my next
Yes, your lordship's question is very pertinent. My lord, the public officials are also under the investigation. They are also under investigation. Number 2, the respondent number 5 and is possibly respondent number 5, the individual, filed suits in Bombay High Court, and there is, my lord, an injunction granted not to act upon the forensic audit report, my lord, on the ground that the person who signed the forensic audit report is not a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants. I am not going into it. Banks have filed an appeal. Appeal is heard and the judgment is reserved. My lord, I appeared for the bank as well.
I appeared on, that's a completely different issue.
Different thing, my lord.
We are entitled to say a report is good or bad.
I'm not on the merits.
That matter has been argued, so we'll wait for the.
Yes.
Your judgment will come soon in a week or 10
Even an
days.
injunction has to be subject to 41 of the Specific Relief Act. You can't get an injunction on registration of an
Injunction
FIR.
perhaps may not apply even to an independent
But we are
investigation.
not arguing that case here, my lord. Question is, there is a report which, my lord, declares me as a fraud. Report is issued by a person who is incompetent to do so. So I am questioning that, that's all.
There are two things.
Yes,
If there is an intention to
Yes.
siphon the public funds
yes,
from X to Y, Y to Z,
yes,
from the very beginning, and if that has actually happened, then probably the solicitor is right in
Yes.
saying that this kind of offense can't be merely because you are willing to pay.
agreed, my lord, agreed.
That cannot amount to condoning.
Absolutely right. But my lord, it is my case. There was never an intention. We have done business, my lord, for 40 years.
That is what precisely.
Yeah.
Can you grow your wealth anywhere, anytime, without the right partner? Imagine expanding your business to London while setting up a family office in Singapore and investing in Dubai. Standard Chartered's unique global network and deep local insights give you unparalleled expertise anywhere, right now. Now's your time for wealth.
Stance. I have cooperated. I will cooperate. Whatever else your lordship will direct, we have.
What you are suggesting, Mr. Ropi, that can be, that can only be probably from your side. It
Yes.
has come. Provided that after thorough investigation, someone says that it was a case where the default took
Which is a
place
snapshot.
for the reason.
Now the number of days
That's
left
right.
for the final publication.
No problem.
Not misappropriation, misapplication or something. But it's a deliberate siphoning of.
It can happen.
number of days
It can
left
happen,
for
my
final
lord. People do
publication
go
of the
bankrupt.
electoral roll
It's
is
not that
11
every
days.
bank, my lord, has taken money and run away.
I just want to
Look, even if we ignore the audit report of the bank,
2026.
the
Number of
ED
voters
in their
categorized
counter
on
affidavit
a draft
is saying
roll as unmapped
that they have found
32
evidence of
Number of
forged
voters
bank
categorized
guarantees
as logical
being given by
discrepancy
them.
post-draft poll
They have-
Again, itself is a independent offense.
Therefore, I said it may not be possible to
Forged bank
compound that
guarantees,
offense for
siphoning out
somebody.
to all these tax havens. At least 26,000 crores has been siphoned out to these tax havens like Mauritius, etc. Not a single penny has been cuffed up. They have declared bankruptcy in all their companies. 1,78,000 crores of outstanding dues in these companies. 1,78,000. The only amount recovered in bankruptcy proceedings is 15,000 out of 1,78,000. Most of the money has been siphoned out. That gentleman, my lord, who owns all these companies, he has not been arrested till date. Till date, my lord, the main person, the kingpin of this whole scam has not been arrested. Only they arrested one officer of this company 2 days ago, day before yesterday. Only because of this matter coming up.
Number of micro
No, not because of that.
But then it's a very serious.
Lord, we are before your lordships and we will have to ensure that your lordships' conscience is satisfied that the investigation is impartial and going in the right direction.
Today we are not passing any harsh order because
It's a very, very limited role
someone
which
may
we
not
have on
take it
election
that
day.
our order
But
has
not
caused
the
prejudice.
activities which have been
But we
deployed right
expect
now,
that your
which has
agencies
been
must
given to
act
them at this stage.
fairly,
Number of approved
independently
documents
and very
rejected after
swiftly.
hearing
We
stage
would like to
comments.
have status
Now, this is one
report
of our
every month.
grievances.
In
The
4 weeks,
Panchayat
they must
residence
submit the
certificates,
report and
the
let us see how
family
it takes the
registers, the domicile
investigation
certificates,
to what
Aadhaar
take
card,
conclusion.
Please.
IBC
So much,
certificates
such
and
a
land
huge amount has been
certificates.
siphoned.
It is.
None
Then
of
we are-
these
Lord, this is not correct. This is absolutely not correct.
And
Just
despite,
banding figures
orders
like
of the
this.
court,
Just 2
and then,
points.
Manoj, we
It's
have
absolutely
a
incorrect.
I just want to
meeting in 4
clear
and
the
5
impression.
hours.
You are presenting.
I'm
Over
appearing for
there. Now,
respondent
please
number
go
4,
over
which is the
page
group of
2,
companies.
The companies.
Here, Manoj, I might
We
just mention
formulated
that
the
the service,
specific
because the
point.
impression carried, I think last
Now,
time when your
the first
lordship passed the
suggestion
order, was
is
that service was
non-statutory
effected and we were not
category of
appearing.
logical
In fact, we
discrepancies
have received the papers
used
only
to
after the
issue
31st of
notices in
January,
1.3
because I don't know which
or,
address they went to,
otherwise-
etc. But anyway, now we are on record,
Now, this
we've
is
placed
our
our thing,
request.
we'll take some
Direct
time to put in
ECI
our
to
response.
That's it.
upload
I'd be
the
grateful for
reasons
that. The
of
second
each
point which I want to
flag
mention,
as
because a large
logical
number of figures have
discrepancy,
been bandied about,
cases
that in the last
1, 9,
5 years,
two of the companies, Reliance Infrastructure and Reliance Power, have paid back a total of 20,000 crores of rupees. 20,000 crores of rupees. Now, this is a very, very important.
The amount is 1,78,000.
Now, what I'm trying to get, this is not correct. People see, Milord, that those figures
not
are
correct.
What we are trying to project over here is that when a party has repaid 20,000 and these two companies are now virtually debt free, I mean, there will be obviously some requirement for working capital, etc. But it's over, Milord, something like 50 lakh shareholders, small investors are there as far as these two companies are concerned on the aggregate. So this is, Milord, obviously a group which repays the amount. Now we will, there, as your lordships may have seen from the, we don't have the advantage of the report, but we do have the Enforcement Directorate affidavit which has been filed. Where there's a series, the affidavit says that there's a series of steps and measures which have been taken in the last 6 months. So there's a relentless, my lords, effort. We are trying to ensure that the payments are made, and there is no question, my lords, as far as this suggestion of siphoning, etc.
Just one company.
Anyway,
only one aspect.
And therefore, my lords, I think the suggestion which was made by Mr. Roti is a valuable one. Most of the, and you see the Enforcement Directorate affidavit also, that's all that we have. They have talked about public funds, etc., being siphoned away or being removed. Now, that doesn't seem to be the correct impression, which the Enforcement Directorate, but they are entitled to their view. So therefore, if there is some solution which can be found to bring this out, at least it reduces the issue, because that's the primary purpose.
Let us see that.
Let me respond, my lord, on two aspects, my lord. Number one, Lord, in the forensic audit report, Lord, it has come out that in some cases the money is taken as a loan from one bank to repay the another bank. That may be, my lord, I'll have to check up, my lord. That may be the way in which, my lord, this is repaid. Second, Lord, this suggestion placed before your lordships may not be utilized in other forums that now Supreme Court is considering constituting a committee which will go into what is payable and how to pay. Because there are suits and petitions pending.
Mr. Cecil, we are not constituting any committee today.
Yes, my lord.
We are still expecting and we are hopeful that CBI and ED will.
আমি কোনো ভেদাভেদ করি না না
My note, just go to page 2. I'm going to now build on this point. Page 2? Yes. So on page 2 of the note, 5A1, I have made the point, then your lordships will see upload reasons is what we suggest. Now, number 2, in 5A2, direct the ECI to withdraw all notices under the category which pertain only to name mismatch. Now, look at this. Yeah.
Page 5, page 5. 5 and 3.
I have nothing to say.
5A.
Yes.
This A, then clause 2.
Yes.
Where you are A2.
The name mismatch.
Are you referring to the cases? Say, for example,
Yes.
just on illustrative basis.
Yes.
So, for example, one person writes Datta.
Yeah.
Somebody may may spell it as D-U-T-T-A. The other may spell it D-A-T-T-A.
Absolutely.
That is one part.
Yes.
And similarly, Banerjee, Bandyopadhyay.
Yes.
Similarly, in Sharma,
Yes.
somebody may write SH,
Yes.
many of them write SARMA.
Yeah, so your lordships have exactly anticipated what we have set out in paragraph 7A. In fact, we've given Datta
Ganguly, Roy and Ray as examples. But we've given actual examples of what is being faced at page 8.
But
Now,
according to you, you see,
look at, sorry. One is
tell
name
them to
mismatch.
withdraw the notices will be, is something very impractical thing because notices have been issued.
No, I'm suggesting. My suggestion is that our estimate, it's an estimation that in the logical discrepancy cases, please go to paragraph 7A on page 4. Just go to 7A of the note, page 4. A majority of the logical discrepancy cases, more than 50%, which is around 70 lakhs, are cases of minor name mismatches and spelling variations. And we've given the very examples which your lordship. Paragraph, page 4 of the note. 7, subsection,
Yes.
para A.
A.
A majority of the logical discrepancy cases, more than 50%, are cases of minor name mismatches and or spelling variations, and your lordship knows. Now we've given you an actually of actual electors. Please go to page 8. This just builds on the point which your lordship made. Please go to appendix 1, which is page 8 of the note.
Page
8. Now, your lordship has it. So now Mr. Chirag Tibrewal, his discrepancy was father's name mismatch. My father's name was Kumar in the middle. Your lordship has it. Last column. My father's name has Kumar as the middle name in the 2025 SIR, which was not there in the 2002 SIR. I have been served a notice and called for a hearing on 27th January. Look at serial number 5.
3, just see 3.
All right, 3. Well, let's please see, this is Ajimuddin Khan. Now see what has happened in his case. Father's name is shown as KHA, Alauddin Khan, in the Bengali, whereas it should be Alauddin Khan. Because you see, from the one from Bengali into English and vice versa, you can lose this. Yes. This may be software.
Illustration number 3 may be slightly difficult because here you are saying Azimuddin. No, Azimuddin is.
No, it's Alauddin. Father's name, father's name.
So the spelling mistake is or spelling difference is in the name Alauddin Khan.
No, that's his father's name. Please just see.
The Chandramatra there.
Yeah.
The form in Bengal.
Okay. Khan has become you but not.
Yes.
But
and this is not in other states.
Okay.
This is different.
The 2002 electoral roll was in Bengali. So when they translated it for this purpose.
Out can be. All right. What is your solution? Because then we are also thinking.
No, because there are two ways of looking at it. One is, look, this name discrepancy, my lords, which is the bulk of it, is cramping even the available time, which is just a few days. So these name discrepancies, my lords, should not be within this logical discrepancy to knock out people from the electoral roll, because look at the inconvenience. Look at one of those notices.
Your solution, Mr. Dwivedi, have you think about it?
Actually, more than a crore thing have already taken place. Few more which are left.
No. What about this kind of discrepancies which are not even a spelling mistake, which are only on account of how you speak in the local dialect? This happens pan India. It happens in Haryana also. It happens in Punjab also. It happens in West Bengal. It will happen in Tamil Nadu also.
Yes. So we don't have instructions. The chart given to us just now, my lord, it's not there in the IA, etc. But ordinarily, what my instruction.
Mr. Diwan, let's find out.
Name mismatch should not be
I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to interrupt.
Please don't purge people.
Mr. Sibal, you are unwell today. You better take rest.
I am going to, Malad. I don't want to interrupt. Your lordships will remember, Mr. Dwivedi made a solemn statement. Then where is this kind of discrepancy? We're not going to bother about it. Your lordships will remember that. He said, if it's a question of spelling this, I'm not going to, this is not something that will be.
Bengali, if you were in Bengal, Mr. Dwivedi, you will be pronounced as Dwivedi.
B will become B. And you will also be ousted.
Yes, then you will have been spurged.
Language doesn't have a war.
Gujarat will become
Bengali language doesn't have a war. Or yeah, instead of my brother being addressed as Vipul, they will address as Vipul.
On this aspect, Manoj, may I just, sorry.
But my name, there will be no mistake because it's a basically Bengali name.
Sir, it may be, sir. Sorry, sir.
With your
Because
what
you-
permission, Manoj, could we just have an insight over here from? Yes, please.
5 minutes.
If you allow me.
So, go ahead.
ট্রিং ট্রিং ওমা মেসেজ মেসেজ আমি আপনার মেশোর কাকার নাতির পুতি বিয়ের কার্ড মেসেজে পাঠিয়েছি ডাউনলোড করুন আর আশীর্বাদ করুন
আমি তো তোমাকে চিনিও না তাও বিয়ের কার্ড খুলবো আমি মূর্খ নই
আরে জবাব নেই মামা ইউপিআই বলে যদি কেউ অচেনা নম্বর থেকে ফাইল বা লিংক পাঠায় তাতে ক্লিক করবেন না তাকে বলুন আমি মূর্খ নই জান আপনিও কারো টেস্ট নিয়ে দেখুন
Bangla and who are well conversant with the local dialect.
Yeah.
And they scrutinize these, just scan through this and tell the commission that this is here only a local dialect mistake
Yes.
and not any identity mistake.
Yes.
That will help them.
No, it will help them, but it's Manoj, apparent, Manoj.
Oh, Johnny.
Actually,
Apparent in some of the cases on illustrative basis it may be, but it will become humanly impossible for you or for us to go through and to.
Lordship may give.
May I explain you, sir?
Give me time till tomorrow day after, Lords, then I can get back.
May I explain you, sir?
Because in my view.
Because I belongs to that state. I am a.
Can there be any doubt, Madam?
No, sir. No, sir. I am very grateful, sir, because of your kindness, my humble regards to my Honorable Chief Justice, Mr. Bagchi and Mr. Panchali also. Panchali ji also. Thank you very much. And my humble regards to Mr. Dwivedi and others, my opponent lawyers also. Sir, the problem is, always our lawyers fight for the case and they're fighting from the beginning. We are also. But sir, when everything is finished, when we are not getting justice, when justice is crying behind the door, I quote Rabindranath Tagore, then we thought that we are not getting justice anywhere. So many times I have written 6 letters to Election Commission, including all the details, but no reply, sir. I'm a bonded labor, sir. Maybe I prefer that. I'm a very less important person. I prefer that. Sir, I'm from a common family, but I am not fighting for my party.
Madam Mamata, sorry for interruption. The state of West Bengal, in its own right, has filed a petition, right? Today, of course, you are also coming in your individual capacity, but state of West Bengal, in its own right, there is nothing wrong in that. State of West Bengal has also filed a petition.
State of West Bengal has not.
One of the best consuls in the Supreme Court, fortunately, are there to not only are to represent the case of the state. Mr. Sibal appeared on that day. Today also, incidentally, Mr. Diwan is there. Then in the other matter, Mr. Gopal is there. The best of the team, the legal team in the Supreme Court is there to assist us in the matter. Mr. Sibal, though slightly relevant.
Sir, if you allow me 5 minutes only.
Now he is there.
Only 5 minutes only.
We will give you, not 5, we'll give you 15 minutes. We are only pointing out that on 19th January, when the matter came before us, Mr. Sibal very eloquently he explained the procedural difficulties which the state was experiencing and where the state had some genuine apprehension for exclusion of the bona fide citizens of the India, citizens of West Bengal, the residents of West Bengal who are citizens of India. So therefore, those directions, the direction which Mr. Diwan just read out were issued. Today, in your petition, some additional issues are being flagged. Absolutely right. Issues are being flagged. Every problem has a solution. So we must look toward the solution. in order to ensure that no innocent citizen is left out. This SIR is based upon only on 3 grounds. Dead persons excluded, no difficulty, neither you will want, nor anybody will plead for the dead persons. Similarly, the persons who are disqualified to remain for any reason, somebody is convicted, whatever may be any ground in the law, you will not plead their case. Similarly, those migrants, the word is migrants, migrants is also one of the ground. Those who have left West Bengal, even you will not plead there. But the genuine persons must remain there. Now, among the genuine persons, one of the ground, as Mr. Diwan has today flagged, and rather we are thankful to you also that in your petition now this issue has been raised, that because of the local dialect or because the manner in which the Bangla people will proudly pronounce a name or it, because of that, and this all because nowadays AI assisted computerization, that you are speaking Datta and they are recording something else. If this kind of things are happening, we will find out a solution. They will have to find out. They can't. They will not like to run away from that responsibility. That by virtue of this kind of mistake, the genuine and bona fide person must not be excluded.
Sir, what happens
just
now?
only one
Sir, what happens now?
Permitted before they could open millets. Millets, insofar as the
This, that-
Election Commission of India is concerned, I represent. In that matter, so far we have not been served with any pleadings. We are clueless what their grievance is. If it's been there, if it's served on us, a week's time given, we'll get all instructions, we'll place it before your lordships and look forward to any genuine difficulty to be redressed.
Week's time will be too late.
So be it, millets, let it be on Monday. Let it be on Monday.
Sir,
Because millets were clueless what the grievance is.
sir, this is not.
I understand.
Item
This is-
21 is
Please
being-
allow me, sir.
There's a reply in
It has not
21.
been served.
You are right in saying that you have not been even given copy because
No.
the matter is coming first time for hearing.
Indeed.
The only thing is that since all this entire procedure has a timeline, at that timeline, we had extended on 19th January for another 10 days.
True minutes.
But that 10 days time is also now, because they rightly pointed out by Mr. Diwan, that out of that extended period, only 10 days are left. 4 days are left. After those 4 days, only 11 days are left. So this being a timeline, we can't grant you the luxury of 1 week notice or 2
Millets on Monday, so that
Sir.
we'll come to know what the grievance is and we'll
Sir.
suggest or place with your lordships the remedial
Sir,
measures.
please allow me to finish my point, please.
In principle,
Yes.
if it is happening that Roy, Datto, Ganguly, Upadhyay, anyone like this, by virtue of the local dialect, if the name is being spelled out slightly different than what the accurate words might be, somebody can say.
Precisely.
In a given case, we do not know how Tagore is also defined. Maybe somebody put the E in the last, somebody may not be putting E. But that does not mean Tagore is not Tagore.
Millets,
So you also have to
Millets,
come out with a.
what they cannot
technical
afford
way
to
out.
forget
So
is-
is the state can suggest us, so we out. We will.
millets, even the field staff are local, they pretty well know all
Respected
these
Chief Justice,
differences.
sir,
Not that
I
something
am
been imposed.
giving you the example. I can show you some photographs. If you allow me, only I want to submit, sir, I want to lay, because it is not my photograph. All the Bengali leading newspapers, it is reported. You'll be surprised to know the, sir, only, sir, my submission, sir.
No,
Sir, their SIR process is only for deletion, not for inclusion. Mismatch, not only the title, sir. Mismatch, mismap, unplanned. Now suppose a daughter after marry, she go to the in-laws house. Now why she's change her title? Why she's using the husband's name, husband's title? That is also mismatch.
It can't be.
Yes, sir, they have done it, sir.
That's why we are.
Now,
That's
sir,
why we.
only I just want to say. Number two, sir, there are some daughters who married and shifted the in-laws house. Their number also just unilaterally deleted. It is just because they shifted their houses. Sir, you will appreciate sometimes some people work some office, they go to they transferred other offices, they work somewhere. Sometimes the poor people, they purchase the flats, they shifted their addresses, but they are the genuine people are staying there. But because of the name of logical discrepancy. Now they change the name. No, instead of logical discrepancy, when you gave order, sir, they violated, and they say it is the discrepancy mapping. Sir, can they even violate your order? Number two, sir, we are grateful. Bengal people are so happy that this court gave order that Aadhaar card will be one of the proof documents. But they said no, on with Aadhaar card. Sir, in other state, sir, the domicile certificate is allowed. Sir, the family registered card is allowed. Sir, the government housing card is allowed. The health card is allowed. The bank books means whatever caste certificate is allowed. Only they targeted Bengal on the eve of election. Sir, 4 state opposition state are going for on the eve of election. But why after 24 years, what was the hurry to do it? What it takes 2 years, only within 3 months, even when the festival season is there, when the harvesting season is there, when people are not in a mood to be in the city, they were in the outside, but they are traveling, and that time they issued the notices and all this. Sir, more than 100 people died, sir. Can you imagine? Sir, BLOs died, and they have written the letter that CEO is responsible for my committing suicide. So many BLOs are murdered, they died, and also more than 150 people died, and so many are hospitalized. Sir, because of the harassment of the people, because of Bengal is targeted, sir. Sir, you tell me why not Assam? Sir, why not Assam?
The state government, we cried foul, saying that
why not Assam?
need cooperation. They say
Why not Northeastern?
Madam, I have come all the way to speak something.
indeed, my lord. But the only thing is that, my lord, if it's off the record, we need to.
Madam Mamata, let me
Yes.
let me clarify 2-3 things to you.
No, this
About the Aadhaar card,
commission.
this matter about SIR's validity issue. SIR's validity issue is being argued before us from last more than 2 months. In the main judgment, which was the first case, we have reserved the judgment. Therefore, we are not in a position to comment with regard to the credibility, credential, or admissibility, and to what extent about the Aadhaar card. That issue has been argued before us. We have reserved the judgment. But you also will appreciate Aadhaar card has also its own limitations when you will read that statute under which it is issued. At the same time, with reference to its insertion in the RP Act, what will be its value? We are yet to determine that part. You have one part. Second, you have pointed out this issue of the discrepancies part. In this case, one way out can be that you give a team of officers, the election commission can take them on deputation in the sense that those can also be part of the election commission team, verify that here it is a spelling mistake or it is only because of the local dialect that this mistake is occurring. Those must be rectified. That has to be rectified. So let us see what response they will give. We will grant them 1 day time. Tomorrow or
Sir,
day after.
No, sir. What happens, sir, ultimately, in practical, ERO has no power now. They have superseded all the power from DO, ERO, BLRO. Only they have appointed 8,300 micro observer and the role observer from the BJP ruled state, so that DO cannot clear the name. It is all micro observer can delete all the names sitting inside the election commission office through AI. Sir, earlier 58 lakhs are being deleted. Even they were not allowed to file Form 6. Sir, earlier first phase, 58 lakhs deleted. There are so many people are alive, and now they are being declared by that their death. Sir, the anti-women, so many women.
Madam Mamata, if need arises, we will mandate it, we will direct. Every document will have to be signed by the BLO, who are the authorized officers and who are the authorized notified officers.
Kindly see the directions in the website, Millers, so far as the so-called micro observer.
Micro observer is the final authority. Election Commission, WhatsApp Commission. WhatsApp Commission is saying it is only the micro observer. Only they are deleting all the names. They are all government of India officials.
My lord,
My lord, in one of the matters, government is a party. Lord, let.
But the problem is that they are not allowing the people.
Let the matter.
They are not allowing the
legal domain
officials.
possibly for most of the submissions.
They are not allowing the domicile certificate.
Day after.
They are not allowing the government certificate.
Let that be a direction, minutes, we should be served the copies.
May I just highlight?
I have something.
Yeah, I just want to highlight 2 points. If your lordship would just take up, I want to save time, so just go to my note for a moment. Just go back.
But I want to intervene for 1 minute, Lord, if lordship permits, Lord. We have written several letters to the state government to give us Group B, Lord, the class 2 officers of the rank of SDM or equivalent, so that, my Lord, EROs can be appointed. That's the standard pattern, my Lord, that they should be class 2 officers because they decide vital rights, papers and all.
No, that has
Now they have given, my Lord, only about 80 officers of that rank. Rest, all of them were given who were clerks and below, who were working under the pressure of the state government. Therefore, we had to appoint, my Lord, micro observers who can assist, my Lord, in case, my Lord, they are in the confusion. So the fault lies with them in not giving us class 2 officers for performing the job of AERO and ERO. So that's the reason why this is happening. And these micro observers are validly appointed under Section 13C, read with 3.
No, there is no statutory rules.
My learned friends are not right, Lord, that they are not, we are not entitled to appoint them. If this is the state of affairs, which is not contemplated by the rules and the state is not cooperating, then there's no alternative except to appoint the observers who can assist. Class 3 officers from Anganwadi and so on, they are being given to us. So that's
And
the
this is the
reason why
communication.
assistance.
There is only one.
But they are not assisting.
There is
They are
one,
taking
one,
They are
lordships
taking
have
decisions, not
one
assisting.
side of the story. May be true, may not be true, I'll not go into it. There is one more petition where the Election Commission of India has filed an affidavit. So that also may be taken on record. It's not listed on board. It was mentioned by Mr. Giri. Lord, I am appearing in that matter and I have read the affidavit. Lord, that also will have some bearing, my Lord, in ultimately what your lordship passes the order.
And we have highlighted all the
I just-
difficulties we have been facing, millets.
My lord, my lord, my lord.
My Lord, it is pointed out the
Yeah,
hostility.
just
which
have
is
2 minutes. I just
One of all
want
observers
to
are not
highlight.
a
assisting.
victim, that's all, my Lord. I am saying, let us confine.
Ultimately, we
No, no.
ask them to at least 2 days time we'll have to give
Yes,
to them
yes.
to seek their response.
Sir, matter is not correct, sir.
Survey copy, millets.
But fair enough.
It amaka-
What I'm highlighting is
There
just
is no
2 things so
problem
that your
of
lordship
time.
sees them.
Let me say this, Lord, there's no problem of time, my Lord.
The first
Have
point-
some buffers if there is
Arey bhai, eta
more than 1 crore already heard. And if somebody is not heard, your lordships are there and
We
our
will grant it.
power is
We
there.
have been
to
extending
expand it
time.
by a-
We have been extending time. We have been.
My lords have passed a slew of directions.
My lordship,
Every
my
aspect-
lordship with my humble regards. May I tell you, sir,
Whatever they have pointed out.
my
and
opponent lawyers raised.
said that.
Sir, that is not correct.
Madam
That is not correct, sir.
Madam Mamata, we have no doubt about the ability of Mr. Diwan. He is one of the best senior counsel you have chosen.
Yes,
Let him
with his
assist us
permission.
on your behalf.
With his permission, sir. Only one thing, sir.
Your point we have well taken.
Sir, it depends on some district,
Kindly
some
give us
states,
the
sir.
given
We have suppose 44 district. We have 23 district. Now SDM is depends on the district wise. Now whatever we have the strength, we have included all.
Alright,
We are
are you-
cooperating to them
Are you
all.
prepared- are you
Micro,
prepared to provide class 2 group?
yes, we have given, sir. Whatever they ask,
Alright.
we have given. But they are telling
All right, please.
what I don't believe.
I think we will be able to find out a practical solution.
Very well.
On Monday when issue notice.
Lords,
Just
I
a-
have
just a
one apprehension, that's all I have. I don't want Mr. Dwivedi coming on Monday and saying, now we have finished 1.2 crore hearings as a figment of his.
It's all right.
Numbers.
We are entitled to our defense.
That's what you're saying.
That's an ongoing exercise that will continue.
Sir, only my last submission, sir. Sir, what about they have only first place 58 lakhs deleted. They didn't have any scope to appeal even Form 6. Number 2, The second phase, 1 crore 30 lakhs. Only my request would be, whatever the system is maintaining the other state, they are only targeting Bengal. Only for Bengal, they appointed these micro observers.
Not the forum, Millet.
Yes, for to bulldoze the West Bengal people. Sir, my humble submission will be, sir, the logical discrepancy case not to be deleted, and there should be, as it is, it should be cleared by the DO and the ERO, not with the micro observer, not with the role observers.
Millet, they can as well see your lordship directions on the last occasion.
Give us the list of the officers whom you can spare.
Yes.
Whom you can spare.
Yes.
Probably, once the officers are made available,
Yes.
then micro observer will not be required.
Not be necessary, absolutely.
Millet will
Yes, absolutely.
Can do it.
whatever the
And on
role they
Monday
are
itself,
playing.
we are taking up the matter on Monday. Meanwhile, they will also get instructions and you also give us that list.
Very well.
Mr. Diwan, please ask your junior to give
Yes.
complete set of paper book.
Of course.
Great.
In both matters, we'll.
Both matters. And in Mr. Gopal's matter, he is very learned in
Sir, or with my humble regards, I convey my great regards,
personal fame.
and I will just tell, save democracy.
1 minute, madam.
Joy
Save
Ghosh
democracy.
is a renowned author, Jnanpith Puraskar awardee. There might be some mistake. Please, you tell your officers also to be a little bit sensitive.
We'll examine, Millet.
Don't issue notice
Millets.
to persons like.
We have never been divorced from common sense.
And
They were
unnecessarily embarrassed.
We are addressing them.
Only some
If they
extra
want
time
to
is
make
required to be
sensationalism,
spent.
that's
No,
it.
just one last thing I want to flag. When we argued the merits in Bihar, your lordships noticed this logical inconsistency, etc., were not issues there. The problem is, every time a new state comes up, there will be a new issue which has absolutely no constitutional.
Every day
legal
changing the decision.
State may have
So
its
now
own
after
problems,
this, it will
as
come
they
up.
have been creating.
New issue.
Mr. Gopal,
Yes,
every state will have some new issue.
Exactly.
It is bound to be also.
But
because
it has to have a legal basis. Without a legal basis, they can't start examining something which is not from the
if
draft
the
code at
state
all.
government fights a constitutional
issue
body,
notice-
what could be the legal
Issue
basis?
notice in both the matters. Issue notice, then assisting counsel wants to accept notice in behalf of the Election Commission of India, wants to accept notice on behalf of the Chief Electoral Officer West Bengal. Then say we have briefly heard Sir Shri Shyam Diwan and Gopal Sankarnayan, then senior counsel on behalf of the petitioners, and Sir Ms. Trivedi and Rakesh Trivedi and Ms. Naidu, and senior counsels representing the Election Commission of India. During the course of hearing, it is pointed out by learned solicitors of India that there is another petition hearing number so and so, and the issues raised therein or the affidavit filed by Election Commission of India will have some bearing on the merits of these cases. Consequently, that order petition is also ordered to be taken up along with these cases on Monday, due to date of the Monday. The parties shall have respective instructions on the date fixed.
Great.
We'll take up on Monday.
Monday. Grateful.
Thank you.
Sir, we are very grateful, sir, for
Madam,
no, of course, sir. Of course, sir, please protect the people's rights.
कर दे